Hello dear, welcome to your favorite show, Agenda. This is where we talk about the female issues and the struggles, testimony and the success story on your favorite TV show, Captain TV. I am Beatrice Okimali. Welcome once again. And today we'll be discussing a fantastic topic, but let's go on a short break. When we come back, I'll tell you what we're just talking about today. Stay tuned with us. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Agenda. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm Beatrice Okimali. This is Agenda, and today we are talking about a fantastic topic, which is societal expectations on money and sex, particularly in marriage or relationship. Today we'll be talking about family. I know this is one of the most important things that we need to understand and we need to have a knowledge of. So today we are supposed to, what are you bringing to the table? It's not only what are you bringing to the table that we are talking about today. Is what is on the table and how do you want to manage what is on the table. So especially in the aspect of money and sex. So we want to know about societal expectation. Why are people so expecting of this and that? Is men supposed to do this? Women supposed to do that? We want to. And I have with me here a fantastic, amazing guest. And once again, I have two amazing guests. A big shocker. A female is not on my guest list today. So we want to hear from the male point of view. We want to hear what they thought, what the society expects from them. But let's take a throwdown of what today is all about. So society expectations around money and sex in relationship or marriage concerning family can be complex and often very based on culture, social and personal factors. Sometimes men are often expected to be the primary breadwinners or contribute significantly to household expenses, where women are sometimes expected to manage household finances or contribute equally. When in the aspect of sex, there's often an expectation of mutual consent and communication about sexual desire. Sometimes, traditionally views, they expect men to initiate the sex or be more sexually experienced than female. But now, in the modern days, female initiate sex or quietly sexually experienced, but it depends on both agreements and cultures or religious value. And this brings a different mindset and comes to the conclusion of societal expectations about what people think about marriage and sex. And today with me, I have with me Honorable Afrat Umar, a business consultant. It's good to have you here. Thanks for joining me on the show again.
Thank you very much.
I also have with me here another business mogul, Mr. Oladimeji Johnson. Thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for the show. All right, so let me start with you, Honorable Afrat. Let me ask that. Okay, what do you think? Do you think men and women should have equal financial responsibilities in a family, as a family leader?
Actually, first and foremost, let me say it clear. There is no how you compare men and women together in terms of staying in one roof. Whether we like it or not, women are the heads. Men are the head of the family.
Okay.
And before I continue, you will agree with me that when people call him man, a word man, M-A-N, has a meaning. Even God that created the two gender recognize men before even women. So 99% of men today in this country cannot be able to tell you the full definition of man. And today I want to say it clearly. The word man, M-A-N, meaning morning, afternoon, and night.
Really?
Meaning that
I just hearing
it's
that
a responsibility of
morning, afternoon, and night.
Morning, afternoon, and night.
Wow.
That is the real definition of a man. Okay. And as a man concerned, you have to be there, whether we like it or not. From morning, afternoon, and night, every responsibility lies in the shoulder of that man. So for a woman to come, maybe as a housewife, to say that she wants to raise the shoulder in the house, I think it's not called, because if you look at the definition of woman are just the ribs from that of a man. So even in the Bible and the Quran stated it clear that a woman should be submissive to their husband. The woman should respect their husband. They are like helpmates to the man.
Okay, so you believe that it's only men should take the financial responsibility, right?
No, when we talk of financial aspects, when they say woman is the man is the head of the family, isn't it? The woman should be the helpmate. The helpmate, what we are talking here is that in times of maybe finance, if the husband, a man is not financially buoyant and the woman has this capacity, what we are saying here is it's not bad for a woman to support her husband financially, to build the home financially. A wise woman build her home if she has that capacity, she has the money. But today we have seen some women who have this capacity, their husband does not have this capacity, but they use that money because of the capacity they have to suppress their husband. I have many cases like that. When the woman had money, happened to be maybe a director in a ministry, the husband is just maybe a driver or working in a lower company or lower industry, because the husband is not financially buoyant. The woman decide to at least to suppress the man at home. We have seen different cases, and I've settled most of these cases, not one, not two, not three.
Okay, so before we go for who should be submissive or who should be aggressive, let me ask you, Mr. Johnson, who should have more money? Is it the man, the man, or the woman? Who should have more money?
The fact is,
no, not you, Mr. Johnson. First.
Really, you know, just the way my co-brother have said. Yeah, really, the demand is the one to actually be in the position to have more money. Understand?
Okay.
But circumstances actually
happen sometimes.
And sometimes it happens that the woman might be in a position more than the man. But on a very good day, it's the man that also have a cater for the family.
So, if the woman has more money than the man in the family, is it a bad thing?
No, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing for a woman to have.
But you know that sometimes the man does not quite feel comfortable if the woman has more money than the man. Just like he said that when the woman has more money than the man, eventually it will suppress the man.
Yeah.
Do you think it's happened often like that?
Yeah, it doesn't happen, because there is a man I know, there's a client of mine I know, his wife has more money. In fact, most of the houses in Abuja I know is the woman that build the houses, and the woman is very, very submissive to the
husband,
to the man. So it's just of different cases, but sometimes really it's actually good for the man to be in the position more than the woman. But in some cases, when woman is in position more than the man, you know, they feel on top of the world, and which is not right.
Okay, so you see that he is against the fact that women suppress the man when they have more money. So which means it depends on the way they runs the family. Yeah. So but you are on the opinion that whenever woman has more money than the man, they always try to suppress the man. I think I beg to differ. I don't know. I beg to differ, but I'm not married yet. But I don't think in the situation that we have right now, or let me say the generation that we are right now, supporting is part of what is building the new generation, you know, supporting one another. So we've got to understand that before, during the olden days, you know, this cultural belief that the men were supposed to cater for everything, so make them say as the head, you know, maybe catering for everything brings respect, you get. But now we've got to understand that it is not the only thing. Catering for the family is not the only thing that brings respect to the family. You know, it tends to goes to the way of your character, the way you treat the woman, or the way you handle your family, that brings respect for you as a man. And naturally, you're supposed to have respect for your husband. So with or without the money, you get now. So which makes me to say that if the woman has the money more than the man, that does not mean that it will suppress the man. You get my point?
I beg to disagree with you.
It does not mean we suppress the man, because just like you said, helpmate is helping because she can afford it now.
So the position,
so it's helping. But how is it that he is suppressing?
I want you to carry on a research today in the marriage homes today. Carry on a research. The world we live in today is another world entirely. if a woman has money more than her husband, out of 100, I want to tell you, it's only 20 or 25% that will be more submissive to her husband. The remaining percentage, 75% of women who have the money more than their husband, they suppress their husband. Go to their houses, go and ask questions. We have gone around, we have seen different places in Kaduna, different cases in Plateau. I've seen some cases when even when they marry each other, when they are nobody, when they don't have anything.
Yeah.
By the time the woman began to see millions and billions of money, you will discover that love that was there before
was not there anymore.
Will be diminishing, will be coming down. It is a common something. It is all over. It's only few that have the fear of God today. A woman of substances, a woman that have fear of God, that will say, I married this man for better and for worse. But
people do it now up to Mr. Just say, I didn't do it for better for worse. Why? Women likes money. I understand that.
Understanding.
We now have a majority of people that are understanding.
More than the husband, that ego is only few. I said, cut me. It's only few that will respect their husband. Majority, they will turn their eye. In fact,
I think the statistics has changed right now. It's not majority again. It's not few. Women now understand the place of respect.
Only
because
few. If you know yourself, you don't know other women. I've gone around. I've seen. Have you ever taken a research? Out of 100% of marriage couples, how many percentage have gone to their griefs? Have you ever taken that research by yourself? Majority men today have gone to their early graves because of marriage. That is number one.
Yeah, but it won't be money.
No, I'm not telling you the reality.
It's only be money. I know money change all things.
We are in a generation today that people no longer fear God. All what they needed is, let me get these resources. When I have this money, they do whatever they would like to do. I've seen some marriage home today when the wives get the money. She bought expensive car, forgetting the husband. She don't come back to her home as at when it's time for her to come. She will go out to flex. Let me tell you, out of 100% of women, 80% of women, when they get this money, they remember their old girlfriend. Boyfriend. We tell ourselves the truth.
Because today we want to balance the equation to know how society expectations about finances at home. Money, we should have money. So I'll put this one into you, Mr. Johnson. That how do you feel like? I'm sure you have a partner, right? So how do you feel discussing, financial matters with your partner? Like, is it something that you're comfortable about? Because some men, when they are broke, they don't want their financial spouse to know about that. Their spouse to know about that they are broke. Or when they have money, they don't want their spouse to know. So that I'll be like, so that you not come and spend all the money finished right now. Or sometimes they'll be like, okay, let's cut costs just because. Or sometimes you sit down together, plan out, okay, the finances, this is what I have for this month, let's plan now. So how do you feel, discussing finances generally? How do you feel discussing it with your partner, and which concepts did you people absorb? Yeah,
really, just the way I actually said earlier, anything about marriage, partnership is all about understanding. That's the basic truth. And it's very important as a man, when you have money, let your wife should know. Let her know that this is what you have. So that even it happens that when you doesn't have, she can able to play along with you. But the situation when you have, it doesn't let her to know when she doesn't know when you have, doesn't know when you doesn't have. So by the time you have the money, let her know that this is what is table, and she will be able to play along with you. So if it not happen that you doesn't have, she can able to play along with you. But the situation you have the money, she doesn't even know when you have, when doesn't have. So how will she believe you? By the time you not come and tell her that it doesn't have, how will she believe? Because she doesn't know when you have, when it doesn't have.
Because you are not always dropping the money.
So it's very, very important. It's very important as a man, when you have money as a husband, in the house. When you have money, let your wife know. It doesn't matter probably by the time she get to know, she will not be demanding more. No matter how she demand, whichever way, she's your wife. So it doesn't matter. Understand? So it doesn't matter. So by the time it happens that he doesn't have it, she can able to understand and know that's just how it is.
Okay. Yeah. So let me ask you this. So which concepts do you think you can absorb, in financial planning with your family? Is it that when the money is available, we'll plan it together, or I will give you what I have? So when you are done with that, that is all. Or which concept do you think is best for a family to absorb?
It's a very simple issue. As a couple, being a man, head of the family, you should also always at least know that your wife needs money to take good care of herself. That is number one. Your wife needs money to go to market, to buy food stuff, to buy other things, to buy some things in the market
for the house.
So you should know as a man that every week or every month you should be able to know some stipends that you are giving to your wife that she will indeed appreciate. In fact, as a man, it is your responsibility. It is a man's responsibility to provide. God did not tell us that it should be a woman's responsibility to provide. He said a man's responsibility to provide. That is why that man, morning, afternoon, and night, you must be there to provide for your family. Any man that failed to provide for his family, that man is never a man. It's not everybody that
comes out. It's a man's responsibility to provide. Please.
Yes. It's a man to provide in his house. Yeah. Whether we like it or not, any man that failed to provide in his house is no longer, he shouldn't come outside and say, I'm a man. A man is morning, afternoon, and night. You should be there to provide and monitor your family. It is a right for your wife to demand, to say, my honey or my husband, I want to go to plait my hair. I want to go to market to buy food. I want to go to market to buy clothes that I want to wear. I want to go to market to buy things, to do my nails and pedicure, system cure, or whatever they call them. It is a responsibility of that man to respect the spouse. Whether we like it or it's a responsibility of the man to respect his wife on that aspect. No man should come and tell me before my face and say I'm not giving my wife money. In fact, you must provide. You can't keep somebody's daughter in your house as your
and
wife.
You will not provide. Yes. I'm liking those points you are giving.
Yes.
My viewers, please listen. If you're a man and you're watching right now, you can't keep someone's daughter in your house and you will not provide. Please do the basic things. It's the basic things. You understand? You get. So let's take it down to to memory lane. Let's take it to the traditional cultures, values. So what do you think? Yes. So we have this a little banter on a Twitter page about this provision of a teen and money stuff, and I asked my online audience, and the point wanted to me that, okay, what about dowry payment? Because sometimes we will see some dowry lists and you say go shock. You say go shock. Then I don't get the reason why, with all what I paid to put you in my house. Maybe sometimes it reflects on the main finances, that I can't pay these millions and you say expect me to be spoiling you. Your people has collected the money that's supposed to you to spoil you. I don't care. But this is what I want to ask, what's your thoughts on these traditional practices like those dowry payments, in relationship?
That's very simple. When you look at me, myself, I'm from Niger State. I'm a Nupe by tribe. And I got married from the east, from Abia State. Oh, wow. My wife's from Abia. And before I got married to my wife, I went to the Abia State for, like they call it, I don't know how you call it, Ojumiri, in the Igbo culture, that is for the first visit. And when I was about going for the second visit, they gave me a list. Actually, the list they gave to me, if I am not a man, I would have rejected that list. But because I'm a man and I have love for that of my wife, I decided to bring those lists together, harmonize them together. And I went to Abia with my family and I paid the dowry. I paid the dowry there. The dowry is even lower In the Igbo culture, I think the dowry is just a mega amount of money.
Is the monetary terms that is lower. The other list.
The other list. In fact, what I saw on that list. In fact.
I can imagine.
But you know, the dowry is a lower amount of money. Yeah. Everybody has their culture. Like in my own side, where I come from, when you see a woman you want to get married to, some people you don't need to even to get money. Some people even do zobo and they marry. They only then go to gather their people and pray for the family to live together, and that is all. Some persons, when they have these resources, they call you cultural dancers. They will dance. The same thing, other traditions. When you go to Nasarawa, you go to Kogi, you go to what do you call it? This. Kaduna State, you will see some of the marriages going on. It's not necessary you get this huge amount of money before you go into marriage. Some people with 100,000 you get married. Some cultures where you got there.
Okay, so you know the cultural differs with the payments, with the payments of dowries, exactly. Well, so with those ones with the big dowries, you said the example like
your capacity. If you have this capacity, some women, like if you have a wife now, it depends the level of your wife will decide to say, honey, let us do it in the big way like so person did. I want my wedding to be celebrated. And as a wife, as a woman that being loved by your husband, and your husband have these resources, you can't keep these resources and sit on top of it. At least you bring out the resources and do the bidding of his wife.
So let people come, let people know that is not available.
Come again?
The situation that the resources is not available.
If there is no money on ground, they should do it in normal way. Let them call the two family and pray. If they pray, in fact, let me tell you, only the dowry being paid is okay.
Cover everything.
It's not necessary you gather people and start playing drums and whatever. Go home, go and take care of your wife. That is what is being expected from men. It's not necessary. If you spend all your resources there and you don't have money to take care of your wife, it's a responsibility of that man to take care of his wife.
Okay. What's your thoughts on that, Mr. Johnson, actually?
Yeah, really, just the way my brother actually said, really, there's the whole ball game laid on the understanding between a man and a woman. Understand, like in one case now, when I actually want to marriage, they came with kind of different lists, So it was my wife was just kind of bragging on his father and his mother. This thing is too much for my husband, So they just have to do something about it.
Oh, so is he also from Abia State?
No. My wife is from Benue.
Benue.
Yes.
I can manage a list too.
Yes. So the father was insisting that I must pay the money. But the girl was just like, mad and just going up and down within the houses. Then why would they bring this kind of feelings for this man that they don't want to pursue me? He actually said it there on my present. He said they want to pursue me. Yeah, so I was just calm, just watching at them, looking the drama they were acting, both the father and the mother. The girl was just, that's the woman, that's your wife, that's the woman that loves you. Because that woman will not blood, he will not care. I understand. But I actually get to understand, and I said I was even know that I wasn't coming out. That's no problem. We surely
you'll find a way around it.
So that's how it is. So
okay, that's fantastic. So to my online audience, dowry payment is necessary, irrespective of the cultures, the tradition that comes with it. There is room for negotiation. Now, there is room for negotiation. If the list is too much, negotiate. If you want the woman, just make sure you pay dowries. Because some people will be like, if the dowry is too much, I'll just give the woman belle, more carry and they go. It is not appropriate. Let's just do it the normal way. Let's go to the short break. When we come back, we're still talking on money and sex. Stay tuned with us. Don't go the long way. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Agenda, and today we'll be talking about society expectations or belief concerning sex and money in a relationship or in a family generally. And I have with me here two fantastic and amazing people, and they have been telling us a lot. We've had a couple of conversations about finances and how to go around it. In fact, even traditional cultures, belief and expectations concerning dowry payment and room for negotiation. But let's move on to the sexual aspect. So let me ask you, let me start from you, Mr. Honorable Alfred. Let me ask you, what are the shall I say family or a couple expectations around sex and intimacy, in a relationship?
As a woman, as a married lady, or as a married woman, you must be submissive to your husband.
You and submission are 5 and 6.
Anytime. When I mean anytime, you should be ready to have sex with your husband. If your husband comes anytime, it can be in the bedroom, it can be in the toilet, it can be in the kitchen, it can be anywhere at all in their house. Hence, it's only both of you. It's a mandatory that you should not deny your husband sex. It is not even biblical or Quranically that you should deny your husband sex after marriage. At any point in time, you should be ready to collect. Thank you.
Okay, so there should be submission based on the woman aspect. Okay, so if I am correct, you should be available anytime.
At every point given time.
Available every point given time. So what about checking into the female feelings also? Maybe she's available or not. What of days that maybe the woman is not available? You understand, like she's not ready or she's not in
the only
mood,
area the
like
woman
that.
will not be available is maybe when the woman is in a menstrual period, seeing a monthly flow.
Apart from
but
that,
apart of monthly flow, no married woman has that power. I'm saying it clearly. Let everybody hear me. No woman, except if she's sick. If she's sick, say, I'm not feeling better, I'm not feeling well, and the husband could understand that, yes, my wife is not feeling strong, is not feeling better, but hence you are strong and you are bare. I think you should be submissive to your husband at every given time. I repeat, morning, afternoon, night, even in your bedroom, even in your toilet, even in your backyard.
Okay.
Your mood is high. Your temperament is high. You can go ahead. It's a culture, and it's even it's
morally
what
right.
God has even ordained us to do as a married couple.
Yes.
So for a woman to say, "Don't touch me, don't touch me," it's ungodly. It's ungodly. No any woman should deny her husband sex, and no any man to tell the wife, say, I'm not ready for you, except if the wife maybe understand the kind of person you are. At every time you should be there.
Now that's why I wanted to ask now,
yes.
that you're saying women should always be available,
yes.
To collect. But now men, was men not supposed to be available too?
Why not? Men are always there now. That's why they are fire. Men
are
always there. They are fire now.
Well, Mr. Jesse, so if I ask you, we should be more sexually active. You understand? We should be more sexually active in the family. Sometimes they always be like, oh, it's the man that is always sexually active. But in a situation that they not end up with a woman that is sexually active, they tend to be like, the woman is she's loose, or she's not morally insecure, morally secure, morally guided. That why is she sexually active? Is me that is the man supposed to be sexually? How do you think it varies?
Yeah, really, it's not actually good for a woman to be sexually active.
Why? Is it a bad thing?
Yeah,
because
there's a reason behind it. You understand?
Okay.
Normally, it's the man that should be sexually active. Because at the time, if the man traveled, understand, the man might actually, sometimes it's not always you guys will be together, understand. So probably you travel like 2 to 3 months, you are not around, so she's able to adapt with the system that we understand. So we are seeing a situation that by the time the man traveled and the man is not around, the woman
is having an affair outside.
It's not good, understand. So she's able to manage the situation. Even
men to have an affair outside, even if the woman travel, that.
Yeah, it's not really. You just
I think affair is not about.
You can see.
Affair is not about sexually active or not. You just want to have the affair. It's not that you just want to.
You can see, men are polygamy in nature.
Men are not polygamy in nature. It's choice. Men choose to be polygamy. We've had the discussion before, and we come into a conclusion on this show that men are not polygamy in nature. Men choose to be polygamy. You can't tell me the fact that you can, because you are sexually active, you can go outside and have an affair. So for the woman not to have an affair, she shouldn't be sexually active.
Yeah.
No. But I don't believe that. You know why?
You should be sexually active. Not that she should, but kind of she should be able to manage the situation.
She can manage
part time. Because if she's sexually,
because you do not like the fact that they do a man's side, you don't want another person to do it to you too. You get, is it fair? But if the woman is sexually active, there's nothing bad in my own preference. Sure, there's nothing bad in that, but there's limit to things. There is discipline. So you understand that, okay, my husband is not around this time around. So definitely I can wait till my husband comes back. So likewise, the man too should be able to be like, oh, I know where my wife is. I can also wait to I can wait till when I'm with my wife. You get, so it's not about how active or why.
I disagree with you.
Why?
You know, we have different kinds of women, whether we like it or not.
Oh, okay.
We have women today that can never be
satisfied.
How do I even put it?
Satisfied
in terms of sex. If you
we have men like that too.
Even though you like, go and sex that woman more than 10 times, she'll still be hungry for sex. And you know, if you have this kind of women, whether you like it or not, even though you go to your office, she will continue. I will be outside. So we have some women that today, if they get married, they drop everything they have been doing when they were single, and they respect their marriage, and they remain in their marriage, and they no any man will cross their legs. No any man will even see their pint. We have some women like that. They are there everywhere, understand? But it's only few today. In fact, you can't satisfy them. When you have those kind of women, as a man,
it's also only few
but as a
that
man,
men cannot satisfy.
Whether we like it or not, as a man has every power, every responsibility, every power to go out there to another woman.
A man can decide to say, no, it is choice. It is choice. No, you shouldn't do that. It is choice.
My dear, I want you to go back. All our men past. Go back.
And I want to remind you, the main reason for polygamous
time, the
main reason for polygamous that time was for economic increase.
Listen to me.
Okay.
No any of our great men in this country that will tell me that he married one wife.
So is it marrying many wives that brought your greatness?
We talk of what do you call all our former head of state that have gone. Dig their line, you will discover that they have 2 wives. They married 2 wives. Let me tell you, as a man, if you keep on with one wife, sometimes it's dangerous. The reason is this. Let me tell you, keep with one wife is the most dangerous thing.
How?
Yes, if you keep with one wife today, why some men go after? Because when your home is not at peace, anytime you come,
and why don't you just correct it and make sure the home is at peace?
Women has mouth. They can talk like a parrot, whether we like it or not. Before you know, let me tell you one secret today. When you get married, your wife will tell you what they've never tell you, what somebody have never told you since you were born. But only your wife that can stand before you and tell you this. Your wife can insult you and nothing will happen. Your wife can open her mouth to tell you what nobody outside can tell you, and nothing you can do to her, because she's your wife, she's your helpmate, she's your bone, she has become your bone now. So in these cases in the household, what do you expect? When my house is not at peace, and I see somebody that can give me peace, I'll bring her back, bring her home so that we have peace. Some houses you will see even some wife will not even cook for their husband to eat. Go out, go and carry on your research. You will see women, they feel ego, I'm my husband, no food. She can't prepare food for her husband to eat. The husband will better eat outside, in canteen, outside there, before coming back home and take his bath and go to bed. The only thing she's after
My husband will come, she will open her leg. But for her to cook for her husband, it's become another issue. So you can now see a man like that, you can't expect that man to stay like that and be continue suffering in his house.
So that's now brought into the conclusion that men should be more sexually active than the female.
Right. Yeah, of course, yes. Of course, yes. That's what they mean now.
That's
what they mean.
No problem. So, what about openly, like, is it okay to openly discuss your sexual preference to each other as a couple?
It's a good one. Yes. It's a good one as a couple. You discuss that with your partner. My wife, I can only go for 2 rounds. I can go for 1. I can go for 3. How about you? She says, oh, my husband, if that 2 is okay for me, allow me to sleep. Or 1 is okay for me, please allow me to sleep. You see, between this within their discussion, they could be able to understand each other when she wants the sex. In fact, even some homes, there's even a signal. If as a man, as I am now, if I want a sex from my wife, there are some things I will do that my wife will understand that my husband needs me now. Immediately before you know, we'll enter the paradise. You should understand. The woman should equally know when the husband needs her most. On the bed. The same thing that of a man. We should equally know when the wife needs him most. That's what we call a husband and wife. But a 2 partner in the house does not know they didn't know when they need each other most. It's not the best. It's not the best.
Okay, so Mr. Johnson, do you think open communication concerning sex, improve sexual satisfaction in each other?
Yeah, very, very well. It's very, just the way you have said, it's very important as a 2 couple in their house. It's very important that you should know when I need the sex, when you need the sex. Very, very important. But I'm saying it shouldn't be a thing that's probably stressing or probably communicating now or try to it's not right, like it's like a thing of strength, but it's the thing that you're able to know that okay, I know babe, I know you're in the mood, okay, it's a kind of a personal thing, so there's nothing big deal about it.
So what about when it comes to sexual preference, like, oh, this is how I want it to be done, this is how I want it
that's fine, it's fine. That's very, very okay. Very, very okay. Of course, your woman can say, "No, babe, I don't want to do it this way today. Let you talk." Well, of course, I say, you guys are one now. You guys are one. So anyhow you want to do yourself, you have the right to do anything to yourself. Very, very okay. Yeah.
So, what about the issue of when you people compare sex to money? So let's talk about the 2 together. Let's move it up together. Is it right to compare, like, to bargain sex with money or to bargain money with sex? Because often we see it everywhere.
As a couple.
Even both couples and relationship. Before I give you this, climb bed. Just like the JC used to say it. Before this happened. But stuff like, is it really right, to bargain sex with money?
Let me talk about...
Both 2 are important in family. We get that.
You see, sex. Oh, we talk of sex, 2 partners having sex. Husband and wife. You don't need to discuss issue of money before agreeing on sex. It's the 2, we are both deriving the same enjoyment. Whether we like it or not, the same enjoyment that you are deriving, the same enjoyment that the same woman is deriving. Both of them are deriving the same enjoyment. Apart of that, you pay a dowry. You pay money on her head. In a situation where you have not paid money on her head, maybe the outside, the one they are doing out there, this one will come and say, you must pay me so amount. They want to become a prostitute. If I've gone a prostitute already, it's only a prostitute that will tell you, say, okay, let me follow you to your house, and you pay me $1,000 or $2,000 or pay me $100,000 before you could be able to have me. It's only a prostitute. But a real woman can never, a woman that respects sex will never ask you to pay her money. She will understand the importance of having sex.
But Mr. Johnson, we know in a situation that people, sometimes you want your husband to do something for you, and he hasn't done it for quite a long time, and your husband wants to perform, and you not like you have to do this before I allow you to perform. So are you not bargaining like that? There's situations like that.
Sometimes normally normally as a woman it's not actually right as a husband
to bargain that way,
to actually ask the asking of your husband that when it happens that the man is in the mood, he wants to meet to you, and I use that privilege kind of to ask him for money. It's not right. But sometimes as a woman, that's why I say you can do anything you want to do it yourself. Understand? So you can probably before your husband can meet it to you, or you can like as a woman you know how to play with your husband, kind of know how to just do it, babe. That's not actually to that time. It's like you forgot. You can just remind him of. Of course, and it's it will be a very useless man that you don't even need for a woman to be asking you before you give, because it's your duty as a man.
But we have situations like that happens that way. That's why we call it women tactics. One of women tactics that when they need something, they always use sex to get what they want. So that's why I think that's why
depending on the kind of man they have.
Sincerely, it is not right.
The woman has no right to deny her husband sex. Even with that, the only thing later come with another way, another method how to get money from her husband. But not because
that is one of the tactics.
But not because my husband does not do my bidding that I should deny him sex. It's not done anywhere. In fact, our two faiths we have, which is Christianity and Islamic dom, they can never advise you to deny your husband sex. The two religions will rather tell you always be submissive at all time. Find another way. If you are not satisfied with your husband, it is your right as a woman to go to approach any court or to approach your family and say, I'm no longer interested in this marriage. Let there be separation. Then you find your way. But not because your husband is not giving you money, you will not tell your husband that I'm not going to give you the sex unless you paid me money. It's null and void as far as I'm concerned.
All right. So let's end it with this. Let's end it with this. What role do you think communications plays, in managing both money and sex, in family?
The both has the money is important, sex is important, but the sex as a married couple should be one that should be the key point. No married woman should put money in their marriage home. Should put money first before sex. No married woman should do that. The sex first, because after sex, you see, giving sex to your husband at all time can decide to change even your husband mindset to even go and carry all account and give to you. Have you not seen when a man is on top of his woman, on top of his wife, and the wife was telling the husband while they are having sex, honey, can you sign the check for me? Can you sign the check for me? And the man, while he's on top of the husband, he go and go and bring the check. She will go and bring the check and will sign. This sex of a thing, it makes some men get mental. If the woman know what she's doing actually during sex, they have discussion with the husband. The husband will do a bidding. It's only a foolish man that will not reason with her husband. I mean, we cannot reason with his wife. It's only a foolish man. But a rightful, thinking man having sex with the wife will reason. Immediately the wife say, honey, I need to go and do my hair. I need to go and do this. You should understand that my wife need money. She want to, and a good husband will make sure he see the wife looking so nice and good. So a man should know that it is a responsibility for him to give his wife money, for the wife to go and put herself together. The wife will buy clothes. You will go to a tailor. The wife will eat. The wife will do her hair. A wife will do many things. And this thing involves money. You, as a man, you will not expect your wife to go and get this money out there. So if by the time you allow your wife to go out there to go and sort for this money, then you should know that there is danger ahead. Then by the time you don't, maybe your wife decided to collect money outside, one day another man will enter your wife. That is how it is. So as a responsible man, you must not allow that to happen in your house. Always be there. Provide for your wives. Always be there. Morning, afternoon, and night. Provide for your wife. Whatever your wife needs. as far as his basic necessity at home, provide for her. Except if you don't have, and she understand with you, say my husband doesn't have, and she have. Let me tell you one secret why women are too very dangerous. When you are giving your wife money to go to market to buy food, your wife, for instance, you are giving your wife 50,000 per week. Do you think if your wife go to the market, she will buy something 30,000 or 40, she will save this 10,000 naira that is remaining or 15,000? You will never knew that he's saving money. But the day that the house will be dry, even you don't have one dime, that is then you will know that this woman is a real virtual woman. That money she was been saving for over long ago. That is then she will remember that honey, I have money in my purse. If you ask her, how did you get this money? You will tell you, honey, that time you gave this money, you have been giving to the market now. You know, I've been saving from there. Definitely, you must appreciate her. You must love her because she understands that one day the house will be dry. There will not be money in your hand.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll tell you it's fast spent now. We had a great time. Thanks so much.
Yes,
I'll tell you fast spent. All right. Viewers, this is where we come to the end of agenda. We have a great time. Thank you so much, our guests, for insights and perspective.
Yes,
thank you, Honorable Alfred, for your word of wisdom. Thank you, Mr. Johnson,
pleasure,
for coming on the show. Thank you for your word of wisdom. And just like they said, you know, society expectations is very, very assertive and sensitive. So do what works for you, because societal pressure can impact individual choices and expectations, but do what is best for your family. I remain Beatrice Okimale, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.